Hi, this is We Love It Raw with A.S. Caldero, Chris Coury, The Future, and Venus. Please subscribe, listen, share, tag, make people hear this. This is a great show. Thank you guys. We love you.
We love it raw!
Tonight, Raw emanated from the rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, as we are on the road to Payback. And tonight we mark the return of Triple H, the Authority. And right off the bat, Triple H was not in a very happy mood. Triple H has been away from the Authority for a very long time. And hence, in the absence of Triple H, uncertainty and unrest has taken over in the Authority. Between Seth Rollins, the WWE Champion, and the Director of Operations, Kane. As many of you know, and I'm sure a lot of you don't know, Kane and Seth Rollins have been going at it for weeks on end, bickering, bantering, whining, complaining. And Hunter has seen enough. And he says, as we head into Payback, it's time to put everything aside, from our egos to our indifferences. Tonight marks the beginning of a new era in the Authority. Tonight marks the dawning of a brand new Authority as we work together to make the Authority stronger than what it has been before in the WWE. So with that being said, Triple H decided, you know what? If we're going to make things right here in the Authority by working together and making us stronger, I want to put that to the test tonight. Hence, he made a couple of matches involving, ladies and gentlemen, the participants in the WWE Fatal 4-Way match. So he made Kane versus Reigns, Rollins versus Orton, and J&J Security versus Dean Ambrose. But Triple H drops a bombshell. And he says, and I quote, Kane, I've known you for a long time. You've always been a loyal figure to the Authority. But your actions have led me to saying that if Rollins is no longer the WWE Champion after Payback, then Kane, you will no longer be the Director of Operations. So with that, Kane said, Triple H, I respect you. I have always respected you. You have taught me a lot. You made me from the man I have become today. But if that's the way we have to go, then so be it. But I will do what's best for business. Now, what does Kane mean? I have no earthly idea. Is he going to help Seth Rollins? Is he going to do what's best for business and the Authority? Or is Kane going to do what's best for him? Is he going to turn on the Authority? Is he going to pull a Benedict Arnold? Is he going to go back to the devil's favorite demon? Is he going to go back to the monster that we have known in the past, that has won him a championship, that has gotten to the top of WWE? What kind of Kane are we going to see? And we got a brief taste of that tonight in the main event between Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. That match ended in a disqualification, leading Orton to the victory, of course. And led to Kane holding a chair and having Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns, along with Randy Orton, in the same ring together. Now, you know the ultimatum is sitting deep inside Kane's head. He's digesting on what he thinks is best for business or best for himself. And we see Kane, as each of the four participants are looking at each other and turning their heads towards Kane, we see Kane with a chair outside the ring. And we're probably thinking, okay, Kane at any second is going to go and help Seth Rollins ease his way into Payback in Baltimore Sunday. We were wrong. We saw Kane do nothing, which is leading me to believe one thing. Is this a setup? Or did Kane not want to do anything to have a level playing field for Sunday night? That's a question I think we're going to see answered after Payback. In my opinion, I see it this way. Seth Rollins loses the title, and Kane goes anti-authority, which I think is going to make the authority storyline very interesting down the road. But this is only going to come to fruition if what I said happens on Sunday at Payback. Only time will tell. Next, I want to talk about the ongoing problem in the Divas division. Now, many of you might know, and I'm sure you probably do know, that AJ was the prominent head of the Divas division for a very long time. And after her retirement, it was up in the air. Who was really the head of the Divas division? Who really had the grasp on that division? Was it the Bellas? Was it Naomi? Was it Paige? Well, I'll be honest with you. There's really no big grasp on that division until recently. Naomi comes out and says, "It's my time. It's my time to shine in this division. I deserve to be the Divas champion." Hence, she sets her targets on the Bellas. Preferably Nikki, who has the Divas title. And this has been going on since Extreme Rules, when we saw a new side of Naomi that I thought I'd never seen in my entire life. She dropped her good girl gimmick from the Funkadactyls to the dancing, to the cheering, to whatever she used to do. She has turned herself now into a badass girl. And it's benefited her. It's really benefited her. Not only did she get a title shot at Extreme Rules, she's getting another title shot Sunday at Payback. But Naomi's not going to be alone. No. She brought a quote-unquote family member as insurance. Who's that member? It's Tamina. Tamina Snuka. Now you're probably thinking, why is Naomi siding herself with Tamina? It's easy. She married into the family. So there you go. But back to the situation at hand. Sunday at Payback is going to mark the end of Nikki Bella's reign as Divas Champion. I'm kind of curious as to how they're going to play Naomi as a Divas Champion. I'm very interested in seeing how they run that. Is this just going to make Naomi the dominant diva over AJ? Over Paige? Or are we going to see up-and-coming divas from NXT? Charlotte, Sasha Banks, make an eye on the target on Naomi for her title when she wins it Sunday from Nikki. That, I think, will add a lot of intrigue. Because if you look at the divas in NXT, preferably Charlotte or Sasha Banks, they can be dominant figures in the Divas division along with Naomi. And that will make it very, very interesting. Because you won't have just one dominant figure in the Divas division. You're going to have 3 divas that are dominant. And it will be very interesting to see where they go with Naomi, like I said, once she wins this title Sunday from Nikki Bella. Are they going to play the role of just having her run amok as the head diva? Or are they going to have competition in the Divas division finally? It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to finding out Sunday on what road they lead with Naomi as Divas Champion. Just like the Divas division, we have conflict in the tag team division between Cesaro and Kid and the New Day. Now, New Day, newly crowned WWE Tag Team Champions at Extreme Rules, took those titles from Cesaro and Kid. And right off the bat, New Day says, there is nobody better than the New Day. We are a positive tag team. We're positive champions. We're not negative like Cesaro and Kid were. We bring pride and joy and glory to the tag team titles. That's a joke. I'll tell you that right now. New Day sucks. Hence, the rematch. A 2 out of 3 falls match between Cesaro and Kid. Facts versus the New Day. Sucks. Honestly, where are they going with this? Here's what I see happening. New Day, unfortunately, will retain the tag team titles. Unfortunately. But you're going to see a new contender for those titles. You're going to be shocked at what I say about this. Who do I see after Sunday going for the tag team titles? The Lucha Dragons. Yes, the Lucha Dragons. Sin Cara and I forgot what the other guy is. He's from NXT. And they're good. They're really, really good. Should they be the number one contenders for the tag team titles? Yes. But they want to give it to Cesaro and Kid and give them one more chance. It's only fair because you are entitled to a rematch after a loss or a win. But I think what's going to happen is that when New Day wins, Cesaro and Kid are going to still remain tag team, but they're going to go on their separate ways and try to capture individual gold before trying to reclaim the tag team titles. So hence steps in the Lucha Dragons, the high-flying Lucha Libres. And I think you're going to see that happen at Money in the Bank next month. The Lucha Dragons versus the New Day, in which the Lucha Dragons take the tag team titles, breaks up the New Day, and creates even more of a tension and or a competition in this tag team division. Then you're going to see the Ascension step in after Money in the Bank and have a good rivalry with the Lucha Dragons heading into the July pay-per-view. But this is going to start come Sunday night with the New Day retaining the tag team titles over Kid and Cesaro, heading into June, Money in the Bank, losing it to the Lucha Dragons, heading into July, losing it to the Ascension. We're in for a very bumpy ride in both the Divas division and the tag team division. It is going to be bumpy with a lot of possibilities. Let's see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. Next, I want to talk about the ongoing U.S. Open Challenge. I kind of like this, what John Cena has been doing since winning the U.S. title from Rusev at WrestleMania. I kind of like what he does. He likes to be a champion that gives opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to many wrestlers who hasn't gotten the chance to be a champion, whether it be a WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, tag team champion, or whatever. And with Cena doing these open challenges, it's opened up many of eyes. For example, Sami Zayn last week in Montreal. That was very good. It popped a lot of eyes in the WWE towards Sami Zayn. This kid, I see and they see him as a champion. Now, whether it's WWE Intercontinental Tag Team or US, that's yet to be seen. But with him going against Cena last week, opened up a lot of eyes. So, fast forward to tonight, Neville entered the challenge. And just like Sami Zayn, he opened up a lot of eyes in WWE. Both Sami Zayn and Neville are championship material, no doubt about it. They both proved it against John Cena and his U.S. Open Challenge. Now, okay, they didn't win the U.S. title, but hey, by competing against John Cena and putting your ass on the line and making it a hell of a match, I would say 5 stars in both of them, you opened up a lot of eyes within the WWE. Those two individuals set forth their goals right now. Build them up, make them championship material, start them with the U.S., work their way to Intercontinental, and then winning them in the WWE title picture. Those two guys are going to be the best champions down the road for the WWE. And it started with the U.S. Open Challenge. Thank you, John Cena. I don't say this often to you, but thank you, John Cena. You opened up a lot of eyes in WWE with younger talent. Thank you. And finally, I want to talk about the Intercontinental Division and where we see this division going down the road. But first, let me start off by saying that Daniel Bryan forfeited his title tonight due to ongoing health concerns, and we have no idea how long it's going to be before the Yes Man, the leader of the Yes Movement, comes back fully stronger in the WWE. He's going to be missed. So I think he would have been one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time if his health wasn't playing a role in his career. And, I mean, it hurts to see him again forfeit a title like he did last year. But I also applaud for what he's been doing, you know. He's a family guy. He's married, you know. He wants to focus on himself, his health, his family, and his career as well. And, I mean, I saw it in Daniel Bryan tonight, you know, that he didn't want to do it, but he really didn't want to do it. I look at Daniel Bryan as a fighting champion, no matter what, and it's painstaking to see he has to do this again, and it hurt him too. And I wish Daniel Bryan nothing but the best. I speedy recovery, but take your time, though. You don't want to come back again, and then again next year you gotta reluctantly forfeit the title. No. Come back only when you're stronger. Only when you're capable of lasting longer in the WWE as a champion. That's your main goal, buddy. Focus on yourself, get stronger, and then come back and vie for a title. With that being said now, with the Intercontinental title vacant, where does the division go? Well, here's what I see happening with the Intercontinental division. We're heading down to Payback Sunday without an Intercontinental Champion. So, I think you're going to have an Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal. Who do I see in the Intercontinental title Battle Royal? Damien Sandow, Curtis Axel, Bray Wyatt, because I think he's going to be put into 2 matches Sunday, Sami Zayn, Neville, Barrett, Truth, Miz, and get ready for a bombshell, Tamina Snuka. Now the question arises: who wins the Intercontinental title? As much as I wanted to be Damien Sandow, because let me tell you something, he deserves it, because they're making him useless again, you know, with all these dressed up characters that he was already, because he did this in the past, and they're having him do it again. And while he would be a good Intercontinental Champion, yes, I'm not going to deny that, you're going to see a shocker. Tamina Snuka will walk out of Payback the new Intercontinental Champion. It has been done before, back in the Attitude Era. We saw Chyna win the Intercontinental title over Jeff Jarrett. So, if it's been done before, why not do it again? you have a prominent, powerful diva in Tamina, never won a title before, what better way to have her win a title than have her win the Intercontinental title? That's going to be your shocker of the night. Tamina Snuka winning the Intercontinental title. Hence, creating a subterfuge within the Intercontinental Division ranks. But, here's another bombshell. If they make Tamina Snuka win the Intercontinental title, the general rule of fact is, you never hit a woman. Now, the bombshell I'm about to drop is this. When Tamina wins the Intercontinental title, you're going to see another woman make an impact in the WWE and the Intercontinental division. Her name? Sasha Banks. Yes, Sasha Banks. What I want to see happen in the Intercontinental division is to be multi-diverse. Both male and female competitors vying for the Intercontinental title. It is something I think needs to be done. And that bombshell of Sasha Banks vying for the Intercontinental title will be best for business. Because I'll tell you right now, I'm sick and tired of repeat champions like Wade Barrett, Ziggler, Sheamus. It's time for new blood. And the new blood starts with Tamina and then Sasha Banks. But first, let's see what happens on Sunday at Payback. The future of this division starts Sunday. It's going to be interesting, compelling, intriguing, provocative, and downright debatable. Because let's face it, the Intercontinental division has to have a facelift done. It hasn't been up to par, and it's lost a lot of interest and a lot of luster. And it all starts Sunday with the shocker that I said in this segment. So, let's see what happens at Payback Sunday night. And to close out the show, I would like to talk about the WWE Network. In my opinion, has gotten a lot better. With new shows like Jerry Springer's Too Hot for TV, Renee Young's Unfiltered, Corey Graves' Culture Shock. A new episode of WWE 24 appeared last week. Roman Reigns, The Story. I found that very interesting. But if the WWE Network wants to continue to be one of the top networks around, it has to open the vault. Now you're saying, the vault? Why the vault? Easy. You brought the Attitude Era on the WWE Network, which, by the way, I love. I've watched so many episodes already of the Attitude Era. It just brought memories back to me. So, since you did that, let's take it a step further. Bring back Shotgun Saturday Night from Penn Station. Bring back Sunday Night Heat from the WWF restaurant when it was around. Bring back Live Wire with Todd Pettengill, WWE's version of Total Request Live. Bring them back. Let's open up the vault. Let's put those shows on the WWE Network. I'll watch them. But it won't be just me. What I think the WWE Network has to do has to open up the minds of a generation. Not mine, a younger generation. The generation of younger adults that don't remember those shows. Maybe they were born after those shows went off the air. Maybe they just didn't have time to watch it. You know? Because remember, back then we had curfews, times to be in bed, this and that. So maybe they missed them. So that's why the WWE Network has to bring those shows on. Bring back the episodes of them. Let's open up our minds. Let's open up a new generation. Let's flash back. Let's show why the WWE has become what it is today. Because of those shows. How they paved the way to what we are today in the WWE. With these new shows that are now on the network. So, in closing, well, yes, the WWE Network has gotten better. It will get better once they bring on Heat, Livewire, and Shotgun Saturday Night.
We love it raw!